guys, welcome back to Alyssa JTV. If you don't know me, I'm Alyssa, and today we are going to be talking about Corpse Husband. Corpse Husband is a YouTuber with 6.92 million subscribers. He made creepypasta videos and then moved on to Among Us gameplays with other creators such as PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, MrBeast, and many more. You still may have heard of him even back then because back in like 2015, he had around 100k subscribers.
I've heard of a place out here where I live. It's on one of the back roads of the Alaskan new growth forest in one of these valleys.
But recently, as you've seen, he's gotten so much bigger. Yeah, from creepypasta videos to Among Us gameplays. The guy's done a lot in the last few years. And this is my cheesy segue into today's video where we are going to be talking about the hate revolving around Corpse Husband.
Corpse, you're here! Good noon!
Yeah, I'm not a morning person either. I just woke up late.
Oh my god. Jesus. You just wake up?
Yeah,
Another one of those
too.
Mondays.
It's like a 40 hertz voice.
It sounded like shortwave radio.
It sounds like spoken brown note.
Now, as we all know, especially here in the commentary community, there's a big difference between hate videos and actual critical videos that are breaking things down and actually talking about other things and then getting screwed over here or there. You guys have seen, that have been with me for a while, that I've made videos such as on Jake Paul, Deji, and KSI. And I can make, and while yes, I dislike them, I can also make the argument that I wasn't making those videos just to hate on them, but also talk about the drama that they were in. Deji has just ended his career. What he did past and now has been career suicide. Potential fights that were going on. Jake Paul and FaZe Banks in negotiations to officially fight in 2019. And so much more that I don't have time to cover, but trust me, it's all out there. My main point is that there's a difference between the two. Personally, I am a fan of Corpse Husband. I think that he's really cool, and I'm very much what he's into. And I don't see many YouTubers like him, so when I heard about him, he got my interest. I've seen a lot of videos about the hate going on with Corpse Husband, and I really didn't understand it. He makes creepy videos, does music, and plays Among Us. Like, I didn't understand until I started doing some digging and found out that it wasn't just a small hole, it was a whole flippin' void. Like, people hate on this man for breathing.
There are going to be people that just get upset at just me breathing. And that's kind of the point I want to prove with it, and just because it'd be funny.
Every day I hate Corpse Husband more and more. How can you get creepier by the hour? Now, not everyone who gets popular is going to be loved by everyone. This is the internet, for God's sakes. Everyone hates something or someone, and that's going to happen, especially when you are popular. There will always be at least one person who does not like you. So don't think that you have to love Corpse Husband. That's not it at all. But what I'm saying is that I'm just confused because the guy makes music, creepypasta videos, and plays Among Us. Like, how do you have so much hatred on for someone that you don't even know? I really hated going more in depth on trying to find all the hate on this guy before I decided to make this video, because to me, this guy is just a sweetheart who likes creepy things and can clearly take jokes.
Gonna make sure my audio is working this time.
Choke me like you hate me.
You guys.
Corpse, you're here! Good noon!
Yeah, I'm not a morning person either. I just woke
Oh my
up
god.
late.
Jesus. You just wake up?
Yeah, I
Another
just
one of
woke up
those
too.
Mondays.
It's like a 40 hertz voice.
It sounded like shortwave radio.
It sounds like spoken brown note.
This is me when I wake up. That's what
Oh my god, I'm scared.
I didn't know it could get lower.
God.
My
I didn't know you
ears
could hit puberty
dilated.
twice. Jesus.
Corpse, can I just borrow the voice? For like 5 minutes.
What would you do with it?
I don't know, like call
Just
my
talk
dad
to
or
myself
something
in
and
the
be like,
mirror,
see?
honestly.
See?
I am a real man.
Fuck you!
Yeah, imagine having Corpse as your dad. You'll always be
Oh
inferior.
my god.
That'd be rough, man.
Now, when I first saw Corpse, I didn't know what to make of him at first, but I never had seen any hate towards him because, again, he makes creepy videos, does music and plays Among Us with friends and other creators, which gave him a spike tremendously, which then started the hate. And can be boiled down to, do people randomly hate things because they are popular? Yes. I literally have nothing more to say to that. That people hating on popular things is a popular thing to do. People literally can't say why they don't like him. Just that they don't like him. Corpse's existence makes me extremely angry, and I don't know why. I hate seeing him on my timeline. He makes me super uncomfortable. Please SB if you stan him, unless you hyperfixate on him. Please SW the tweet when you talk about him. Again, I'm not saying that you have to like Corpse Husband, that you should rot in hell if you don't. Everyone has different tastes. But this person can't even explain why they don't like him and makes them extremely angry. They literally said Corpse's existence makes them angry. And that's just crazy. I literally hate Corpse. Don't ask me why, because I won't have an answer. But anytime I see that faceless bitch pop up on my timeline, I want to scream. Now I want to take what I have just shown and explain a little bit more for something I'm going to talk about later on in this video, about how there are more factors to this, like there are with most things, but I'm specifically talking about stan culture, the industry, and just having a certain personal taste of not liking certain music or certain content that goes into hating something popular. A prime example of this is K-pop stars, such as BTS and... Okay, I don't like K-pop so much, so I don't know many other ones, and I don't feel like looking them up because I don't want them coming up on my feed. Regardless, my point is K-pop. I'm sure you've seen the hate directed towards that type of music and the artists themselves, and while I don't like K-pop myself, I'm using them as an example because I believe all this comes down to certain things that aren't even involved with the creator or the groups themselves. K-pop stan culture being what I'm referring to, and I say that it's the main contributing factor to why people hate K-pop stars and K-pop music. Now, that's not everyone. I personally don't like K-pop because that's just not my type of music and not my bread and butter. I rather listen to rock people. Some people that also can argue that they don't like my taste in music and it's not their bread and butter. But people that have no other reason except they hate K-pop stans to not like K-pop, I find it puzzling because at the root, when it comes to K-pop stans, it's a very small percentage that actually does anything negative. I know people and I'm friends with people that are into K-pop, and while they are passionate about it, they have their heads screwed on straight and they're not the crazy rabid ones you see online. Anyone remember when Kavos got threatened by them?
I tweeted this out. Well, this is a problem. Jungkook, a member of BTS, caused a car accident and now his fans are spamming keywords with his name to bury the fact he did anything wrong. This is why stans are dangerous. They can see no wrong in their idols and will do anything to cover up any mistakes. So I pointed out the problem of what I saw, but it wasn't crazy. It wasn't like, arrest Jungkook now, throw him in a cell. Like, it wasn't anything mental. I was just pointing out his dangerous behavior from his fans, but no. Apparently I started fucking World War III. Fans instantly trying to report me over this tweet. Legions of them screenshotting my tweet and telling people, should we do the same for him? Referring to falsely reporting me and trying to get me banned from Twitter. BTS Daily Stats, please take a moment to report and block. Protect Jungkook tweeted out, please help in reporting these accounts. Don't engage. Over 700 likes on that tweet. Someone replied to my tweet, too late, Clout Chaser, you've been cancelled and reported. I don't know how this is gonna help. Should have thought twice before tweeting. Good luck and goodbye to your account, buddy. Kiss your account goodbye. We reported you already, boomer. Well, but my report can't be undue. Great English there. Oh, I'm an idiot. We're talking about K-pop fans. Not only did these deluded K-pop fans think they had me banned now, it was guaranteed. Apparently, I was also going to go to jail. You're going to jail, baby. Atting Big Hit Entertainment, who like manage BTS. Somehow they're under the impression that I was going to jail based on this tweet. These people are fucking morons. And trust me when I say they were serious. They were posting 2-page documents to me and any of my viewers defending me or calling them out as well. They treated it as this gospel that they would post to anyone who dares say anything negative about BTS. That would scare us, apparently. No.
Now, this isn't just K-pop stans, it's with a lot of fandoms. And it's because a lot of fandoms that get really big and then get fans that are really dedicated to where it becomes more easy in certain ones to get followers. And then when you get them, also get the trolls that like to cause problems and cause negative light on the whole fandom. Now, not all stans are bad from what I've seen with stan culture. Majority are. Don't get me wrong. I've seen the same stuff that you do. Don't think that I'm stupid. But I'm in the percentage that doesn't cross the extra line. I stan a bunch of shows and stan people without crossing any boundaries, and I don't take that extra step that you see most of the time. And I find it very sad for stans that are like me that get caught in the bad light just because majority of people literally are brain dead and have no sense for anything and have to ruin it for everyone. And again, I'm not saying that you have to like Corpse. However, a lot of stans that are taking that extra step usually aren't even stans and shouldn't be compared to the creator, which, as in this example, is Corpse. I'm acknowledging this because a lot of the hate I see going towards this man is based on hate and stans. And hate stans, by all means, go ahead. But don't bring that hate towards the creator when the creator doesn't even associate with that. I see people saying all these things about Corpse stans, about how they're creepy and problematic and etc. Okay, but that's not Corpse husband. But this is what brings the direct hate towards him, and I'm 99% sure that this is why this man gets so much hate. I hate Corpse stans. Corpse stans are so effing weird. The only YouTube stans that truly scare me are Corpse stans. And if you scroll down, it then progresses into Corpse husband and his stans annoy the F out of me. It happens a lot. You hate a fandom because a small amount of people in that fandom, and then it goes and develops in hate towards the actual creator that the fandom is representing. And I don't think many people realize this, and that this can make people hate the thing or the person that the fandom is standing. It's a very around the board thing. At the end of the day, I think we can all agree that directing hate on stans towards the actual creator is just really stupid. But I also think that people don't realize everyone, even if it's one small thing, has something that they stand and love and just don't even acknowledge it. And before you say, oh no, that's not true, I'm just a normal person. Oh, I hate stan culture. But then can name where every single football player on every single team went to college. You are a stand. So I think a lot of the hate that's directed towards Corpse husband has to do a lot with being associated with stan culture. I know there's not a lot of me showing the hate because I didn't want to compile a lot because this sweetheart of a man doesn't deserve it. I will show a little bit more later, but I just didn't really feel good about it. I just wanted to get enough to show you that these people do exist and that there is evidence of it going on. And I don't think that it's all stan culture. It's a lot, don't get me wrong, but I also think it's because we live in a society where it is fun to hate on things / people that are becoming popular. Being critical is okay. It's my job, for God's sakes. But not, I hate this guy because of his voice?
For me personally, I don't like his very deep voice, which might sound weird to some because that's why everybody loves him. It's his voice, you know? I find it annoying and hard to watch.
Okay, you're not a fan. Go watch someone else that you like. But then he says this, which comes right back around to me saying it's fun to hate popular things.
For the most part, been doing these scary storytelling videos until he made collabs with these huge YouTubers like PewDiePie. He's been blowing up like crazy recently. We're talking MrBeast level growth, which is great to see, you know, props to him. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a big fan of him when he was doing these creepy storytelling videos. Not really my kind of content.
Okay, that's fine. You have a valid reason to not want to watch. You don't like creepy videos. But then you turn around and say this?
Another thing I don't really like about Jimmy is that he abandoned his old creepy story fanbase and switched to Among Us. I mean, it's not really that bad to switch your content, but if you've been doing this for years and suddenly make an Among Us video and realize just how many views you get and just quit everything, you know, it's kinda lame.
That really sounds like an I hate popular things. Mind you, he wasn't posting horror videos every single day or week or anything like that. He posted 3 in the last year and then 4 Among Us videos in the past month. I mean, it probably has to do with the fact that he's been making horror videos for the last 5 years. You guys know me, I love horror stories, but truthfully, I think he's covered them all to a certain extent. Like, how many videos can you make really on those horror stories? He has now found something he likes to do with friends and has blown up, and I think it all comes down to the fact that people don't like that a faceless YouTuber has done this. Corpse Husband sucks now. I'm all for trying new things and all, especially when it gets you so many more subs. Oh, big shock, the subs come into it. Than you originally did. I subscribed to Corpse for his scary stories, and for some reason he was rarely uploading before he started playing Among Us. Maybe because he's done all the horror stories. I thought he was busy or something, but I guess not. He's now uploading more and to get easy views on Among Us gameplay. And the cherry on top of the sundae, the views, the subs, I'm telling you right now that if he had just uploaded Among Us gameplays and they were getting about 90k views, no one would care. No one would be saying all this. The guy would have uploaded 5 Among Us videos and would be getting barely any views in comparison. And I don't think he'd be getting this kind of crap because he wouldn't be known and much wider spread in the community. And don't like his content. That's perfectly fine. But the critique that he's doing this just for views is such a dead thing at this point on YouTube, when last I checked, the whole point of this website and becoming a YouTuber, that I see anyway, is to get views and to make money. When you are a YouTuber and it's your job, you need to make money, and I think he's doing it whilst enjoying it, as I know I am and a bunch of other creators are, so what's the problem? Now, my last point on this is that this guy gets hate simply because of the fact that he is anonymous. The guy doesn't show his face on the internet, and it really does rally a lot of people up. Like, oh my god, this guy doesn't show his face on the internet like there isn't so many other YouTubers, popular YouTubers that don't show their face. Like, people are trying to leak this guy's face. Like, do you people really have nothing better to do than try to expose a man's privacy to the world? Like, leave the guy alone. He's just a sweetheart who has made creepy videos, plays Among Us, and makes really awesome music. Like, why is it so important to you and you believe like it's your right to do that? Another reason why I wanted to bring this up is because people are saying that he is giving off predatory vibes because he doesn't show his face. Going back to his music, there is a line in his song E-Girls Are Ruining My Life that reads, I kill her cat like I'm Luca Magnotta. First off, that is just a banging line because of when this song also came out, by the way, when that thing about him came out anyway. This is a pretty normal rap line, very clever, it's very good like that. But apparently people are trying to spread this like he's talking about sexually assaulting girls. And since most of his fans are women, especially preteens, people are trying to make him seem to be a predator. I had never been more disgusted about something in my life. The fact that just because this guy is anonymous and because of this line, they're trying to like link it and spiral this theory that to make him out to be a predator. When I first saw this, I'm not gonna lie, I honestly thought that it was like a sick joke. And I was like, no, this isn't real. But people out there genuinely believe this about him, and it just makes my head want to explode. How much more of a moron do you have to be to believe this? This is actually messed up, and just because I just can't comprehend it, and you need to stop thinking that if you actually believe it. Just like leave the computer, take a long break from the internet for a good long while. That's really all I have to say to this, because it's a really stupid and it's just nowhere near the truth. He's also said by himself that he deals with social anxiety and doesn't feel comfortable letting his friends and family know what he does for a job, which I feel is completely fair, and I can relate because I myself deal with social anxiety, and I have used YouTube as a tool to help me, but damn, I don't blame him for taking that anonymous route at all.
People personally that you know that you're a YouTuber, or is that always kept a secret?
No, nobody in my real life knows about it, and I've had a lot of weird situations come of that.
What kind of weird situations have come up?
I have an apartment, and so when I have people come over, it's like, don't go in that room. And
they're that's like your YouTube room?
Yeah. And they're like, why? I'm like, they're like, how do you have this money? And I'm like, I don't know. I just come off sketchy to everybody.
Right, because they don't know the truth, and they're like, you're hiding something.
Yeah.
It must be a dead body.
Like, I can't answer simple questions.
Feel anxious anytime you're in public without your face hidden?
I have like very bad anxiety. I never leave my house.
Do you feel like hiding your identity has led to all this anxiety about being in public?
It definitely added to it. I feel like I had other issues prior.
Yeah.
But it definitely made it more logical in my head, despite it probably being irrational.
Do you ever wish that you personally were recognized more for your work?
Given that I dropped out of school at 12 and my teachers all said I would be nothing, and all my friends thought I was a drug dealer, and everybody thinks I just dropped off the face of the planet and like died. I would like to tell them about it a bit.
Yeah.
Especially the teachers.
Yeah, they really got to you.
It would be hilarious to be on like the notable list on Wikipedia for a school I like dropped out at, where they all roast the shit out of me every day.
Wow, they're like, yeah, this dropout, he'll never amount to anything.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then here you are
Yeah.
with a majorly successful YouTube channel.
Yeah.
What's your biggest reason for wanting to keep your face hidden?
I've left that door closed for so long that there's no gradual buildup. It's not, oh, I have 50,000 and now I'm gonna get noticed outside sometimes. It's opening that door and having all the buildup from millions of people now all at once, so it would be a dramatic life change.
Another thing I see is that people actually genuinely think that he does fake his voice and that he doesn't show his face because he's like ugly or something. First off, I want to say, you think all us face cam YouTubers are like how we look? Because you would be wrong. And second, the fact that people actually believe that he fakes his voice baffles me. Like, why are you getting so mad about this? But yeah, there are people genuinely out there that believe that Corpse Husband does fake his voice. When if you have taken the time to do the smallest amount of research, you would know that he has said himself that he has a medical condition that causes his voice to be so deep and raspy. Basically, Corpse has a genetic medical condition that he was diagnosed with around 2019 that causes his voice to be so deep. And there's a lot more to this than that, but dumbed down to the simplest extent, that's why his voice is so deep. So the argument that he does the voice just for Sims and for attention, completely, you can't even use that argument anymore. Sure, I've seen people come out that have had fake voices for years and years on end.
I shouldn't make fun of old folks. I'll be old one day. Sucks getting old, I'll tell you what.
A lot of people might not realize is you don't have a Southern accent. How easily can you go in and out of it?
I can get into it easily, and I'm like I'm a linguist chameleon. I mean, I'll go to Wisconsin and I'll hang out with my cousin. Next thing you know, 2 days later, I'm talking like I'm from, Sorona, Wisconsin, because all my cousins talk like that. La Crosse, hey, let's go to La Crosse. I just pick stuff up. My dad was a backwoods preacher, so my dad had a little bit of Southern accent in him. He'd get to going, and school became school, and so he had a little bit of that in him.
Who build a career off of it and then come out and say that it's fake. But Corpse actually has a medical condition that causes his, so I don't think that he's in that same boat, and you are actually stupid and reaching if you believe that.
You're pretty much just glorifying this disease that he has.
YouTube community, how dare you? How dare you? If I'm being completely honest, I would love that if I had something that would affect me for the rest of my life. People say, hey man, that thing that affects you on a day-to-day basis is actually pretty cool. Then rather, wow, man, that really sucks. We are making him feel good about something that really affects him, and I just don't see the harm in that. There's nothing wrong with his voice in the sense of it being a bad thing when it's really not. I think we're just being nice. And it probably makes him happy to hear such warm things compared to thinking that it's a bad thing and that his life should suck. He has even said that he really doesn't mind the attention that he gets for his voice and things like that, and is actually scared that he can't even live up to it.
No, I don't really care, but no matter what I tell people, they'll always be convinced that I can live up to that. And they're very wrong.
Does any part of you fear that you won't hold up to the expectations of what people would hope that you would look like?
Of course. I don't think I could. I don't think anyone could at this point.
There's been
live up.
years of build-up.
Unless I was literally like a Norse god, but even then they'd be like, I don't know, I don't like his hair color.
In general, it really seems like this man really communicates with his fans, and I'm sure if it really bothered him, he would say something, but from what I've seen, he really just doesn't care. Another thing is that there's always going to be a mystery, a big question mark about like who Corpse Husband really is, and that's understandable. But when it gets to the point of being intrusive and digging to find anything and everything about this guy, just please exit stage right for me, because it hurts my head to know that there's people out there like that. Because he's so popular, people inside and outside of his fandom are gonna want to know who he is because he's so popular. And it's now created this theory that if he does do a face reveal, that if he's not this Greek god of a man, then people are just gonna leave, and I just don't believe that.
The game's gonna get loud in a second when it ends, but there's this TikTok going around of people thinking like it's me, it's like a picture of someone and going like, it's actually like, it's really sad. People are saying it's me and it's this guy, and it's this normal looking guy, like he looks fine, but it's someone who's clearly not me, and people are like, oh, this is who everyone's simping over and blah blah blah. Like they're just roasting the fuck out of this guy who would theoretically be me, and it just goes to show like what would happen if my face revealed. It's just, and that guy didn't ask for his picture to be broadcast as me or whatever, and now he's just getting thousands of people making fun of him, and it's like, I don't know, it's disheartening.
Wow. Oh my god.
Now, I agree with what Corpse has said here, and it actually is very upsetting that people would add to this. As someone who gets bullied all the time, I know how it feels to go through something like this, and to him that must really suck. I doubt it's his fans that do this and believe that it's just trolls, but still, it is still a human being bullying another human being, and I'm positive that it still takes its effect on him, even if he knows that it's just a troll and not a fan, and it just really hurts me. Just look at this tweet. This is not a fan. I want Corpse Husband to face reveal already so everyone can hate him and throw him away. This is not a Corpse Husband fan. They are literally saying that they can't wait for people to hate him. I believe that little to no people will leave him if he ever face reveals. That people will just be like, cool man, and support him. Just look at some of these other tweets. Corpse, I just want to let you know that we don't care about what you look like. We love you for who you are, not what you look like. I'm so glad I found your music and streams. They make my day. Bro, I don't even care what Corpse looks like at this point. I just want to hug the man and have him tell me it'll be okay, because damn, I believe him. Now those are from fans. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that he doesn't have any negativity in his fan base. Every fan base has some sort of negativity. But what I am saying is that this theory is just really created by trolls that are trying to start something that isn't even there. And it really hurts me that this is happening to such a sweet guy that does not do anything to deserve it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of me talking about Corpse Husband. I know I haven't uploaded a commentary video in a while, and I really wanted to address this because I'm not like a big Corpse Husband fan. I'm still a Corpse Husband fan nonetheless, and seeing all this just really bothered me, and I just really wanted to make a video about it. I know this video is probably super long, so if you stayed to the end, you are a real one, and I love you so much. I will link his channel and music down in the description. I really do love his music. All this was genuine about how I feel, and I just appreciate you guys so much as well. If you please subscribe down below if you haven't, become a showstopper, and hit the notification bell so you'll get a notification every time I upload a video. Please follow me on my socials. My Instagram is AlyssaJade_TV, and my Twitter is @Ali_network. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one. That is a wrap. Bye!
I spill wine all on my white tee, bitches like me, yeah. Corpse you off the deep end, well bitch I might be. These girls they tryna blind me, fuck out my life please. I ain't got no time if you ain't beside me, Get up 7 a.m. but